iPhone 15 Pro Max EVT prototype with the haptic buttons that never made it to commercial units gets pictured. Action button was also changed. An iPhone 15 Pro Max prototype is shown with haptic buttons instead of mechanical ones. Image credits: Apple Insider. Apple's iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max were initially planned with haptic feedback buttons instead of the regular ones we see on commercial models. Unfortunately, that plan was cancelled, and this hardware change is expected to arrive with the iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 16 Pro Max launch. However, a few pictures have been spotted, showing Apple's larger current generation flagships in its EVT stage with the new buttons that never reached the mass production phase. A collector of Apple's iPhone prototypes was likely convinced by Apple Insider to provide the publication with a couple of pictures showing what appears to be an EVT version of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. For those who do not know, EVT stands for Engineering Validation Test and is a stage where a working prototype is taken through its paces to ensure that the design meets the requirements and specifications based on the user's needs and objectives. This version of the iPhone 15 Pro Max featured the project codename VRAN and sported the unique identifier D84. For software, the iPhone 15 Pro Max runs an internal UI build of iOS 17, a specialized version of iOS handled internally by Apple's engineers during the development and testing phase. It is likely that during the DVT, or design validation test, Apple replaced the haptic feedback keys with mechanical ones. However, given that the EVT stage passed with flying colors, it is possible that the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max feature no external differences compared to the retail versions. The Action button, which also debuted on the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max, changed during development, but its aesthetics did not change drastically compared to the unit that we see on commercial models. With the launch of the iPhone 16 series, which is slated to happen later this year, the haptic buttons might also be accompanied by a capture button, making it yet another hardware change that we highly anticipate. Customers who already own the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max might be encouraged to pick up their direct successors, assuming Apple crams in a multitude of features.